Hello, everybody. It's diet update time. Dropped another pound down from yesterday. I went from 159.2 to 158. Pretty good. Food eaten today included a spinach, egg, cheese, and sausage omelet, courtesy of my mom and me. Then we had chicken patties, and these were monster patties, like super huge chicken patties, between keto-friendly bread, mustard, mayonnaise, onions, and tomatoes. And I had harvest snaps, close to the serving size, because I hadn't eaten any carbs at that point, so I thought I could, get away with it. And I had my pineapple Spindrift beverage with me. And I think that might be it. And my sister chopped up some cucumbers and put them in lime with some cayenne in there. And, or maybe not cayenne, I think it was tahini. But it was really good. Really liked that. And then later on in the day, when I returned home, I had one Chalk Zero caramel square. I think they're starting to grow on me. I originally was a little harsh on them, calling them like those protein chocolate bars, but without the protein. But, I don't know. I guess like I'm getting used to it, I suppose. Along with a cup of ginger, lemon, and blueberry tea that was made by my sister. And then I took my vitamins. And that's pretty much what I ate today. So, any exercises? 1 hour long walk with my mom before going to work. And just general walking around at work as well. Once again. So that's the diet update. Let's get into the daily update. So here's what happened. I woke up, and when I got up, I went to the kitchen, and I was greeted by my mom. Oh, before I did that, I of course used the restroom and checked my weight, and I found out my weight. And then I went to the kitchen where I was greeted by my mom, and we decided to bake breakfast. So we were making that, and as we were making that, my sister was up, and we greeted her. So asked how she was doing and how did she sleep. She said she looked good, so that's good. Then we decided to gather around the TV and watch videos about an observatory that my sister saw in her dreams that she thought would make for a fun place to go check out. Perhaps this Christmas, which would be a fun experience, I would imagine. So we went and we checked it out. And the observatory seemed like a cool place. Apparently, like a lot of interesting discoveries were made there that I thought were cool. The hike up to this observatory, if you don't drive there, is 3.5 hours long. But if you choose to instead drive up there, then you don't have to worry about that. It's like a 20-minute drive up the mountain. Yeah. Pretty crazy, huh? Or something like that. Like, I think I got my math wrong there, but it's definitely much faster. There was like a guy who like woke up and in his video when he drove to the observatory and was talking all about it and how enthused he was about it, and we were really into it. Me and my mom, we thought, oh, this guy seems like he's really interested in what he's talking about, and that's something that I look for in any YouTube video I watch, like someone who's very passionate about any subject that they decide to share with the world. So after we were done watching that, I needed to use the restroom. Then I decided to get dressed for a walk. I put on my slim pants because I hadn't worn them in a while, and they fit pretty good now. Definitely a sign that my scale is headed for the right direction, so that's cool. And then me and my mom went on an hour-long walk, and we had many fun discussions. And then when we returned, my mom and my sister decided to make chicken patties for lunch. And as they were making them, I decided to go in my room and do some breathing exercises. After I was done with the breathing exercises, I got out and we all ate together with the harvest snaps, the carbonated beverage, the chicken patty with the keto-friendly bread. And we really enjoyed ourselves. We had a good meal. Immediately afterwards, I needed to get ready for work and leave. So I said goodbye. I had a half shift from 4 to 8, so I left. When I got to work, as I was driving there, I was listening to the song Thank Goodness from the Wicked soundtrack. So when I got there, my first 2 hours was spent in the front end, bagging. Plenty of nice people, plenty of familiar faces, but some new faces I've never seen before. I was greeting my coworkers and it was all good. And then 2 hours, 1 hour of sweeps where I took out a lot of trash and then sweeped the floors. And then the last hour was spent doing some closing duties, like refilling the cleaner's paper towels and wiping 2 check stands down, and then pulling carts into the corral. So that's pretty much what happened. Nothing too crazy to report other than that. At least nothing I could really think of. But yeah, I punched out, I said goodbye to my coworkers, and then I left for home. And when I got home, I was greeted by my mom and my sister. They were looking for something to watch on HBO Max. We found a movie called The Big Lebowski, so we all decided to watch that together. And it's a very strange movie, very interesting movie, because it doesn't really have a classic point A to B plot structure like many movies do. It kind of just meanders, but in a way that is fun and engaging. It's like it starts off one thing, then it just kind of goes off in multiple different directions, and you just don't know where it's gonna land by the end, and it's pretty crazy where it goes all around. It's a lot like, real life, where like you're just kind of going through a different, like, unexpected paths and tribulations that you didn't really see coming, and you've got to work within those parameters and make the best out of a crummy situation. But but sometimes life happens in a way where you just can't predict anything, and you just gotta go with it. It definitely has that vibe to it, and I like how they have like an historical set date in this like movie of like the early 90s, and they do show like little background tidbits like television, and presidential figures and whatnot, but they don't like make that the main focus where it's like, ooh, it's hardcore time period. It's just like a little thing in the scenery to kind of build ambiance and atmosphere and really get you in these characters' shoes. And it wasn't really that far from when the movie was made, so I don't think they really need to worry about that, because it was like set in the early 90s, but the movie was made in 1998. Yeah. Man, that would be like if a movie was set in like 2002 but was made in 2008. I'm sure there's a lot of movies like that. Anyways, overall, I did enjoy just the chaotic energy of this movie. I enjoyed the unstructured pacing. Normally, with movies with unfocused plots, I get bored very easily because I feel like, what's the point you're trying to make? But I feel like the unstructuredness was the whole point of this movie, because it's about like this drifter dude who just, doesn't really care a whole lot, and it's like a beach bum. And it very much sets that tone right off the bat, where he's just meandering around in a grocery store looking for things to get, and just drinking like milk straight from the carton in the store before paying for it. And it really is, it really does set a vibe that like lets you know, oh, this is going to be the kind of movie where I'm just gonna be along with this character drifting along, and then weird stuff happens to me that I never asked for to happen to me, and how am I gonna react to that? Like, the central character really does paint the picture of the whole movie in a really compelling way. And I think that's why, even though it's like a plot that kind of just goes from one set piece to the next in an unstructured way, it still manages to be captivating, because at the end of the day, the heart of the movie is the character that you're following, and you want to see where this strange series of events takes it next. So yeah, I guess that's why I thought it was so funny, compelling, interesting, engaging from beginning to end. Alright, well, that's my review of the movie, The Big Lebowski. After watching it, my mom went to bed, my sister went to the gym, I took my vitamins, and I spent a while trying to get this trash out of our kitchen trash, because it had some maggots in it. Luckily, our kitchen trash is next to the back door, where I could roll the black trash can and throw the kitchen trash in there. And we even had one of those long grabby things where you pull the trigger and you like grab it, and I used that to remove the lid and tighten the strings, and then get the sweeper and put it through the trash strings, and then pull it out so I didn't have to touch any of the maggots. That's something I just did not want to deal with, and then I threw it away. And yeah, that's that. It was quite an endeavor, and by the end I put a fresh bag in. I was putting all the material back, but there were still some maggots that were on the trash lid that I accidentally knocked off. So I was trying to get that back on with the long grabby hand, so I wouldn't have to touch it. But ultimately, I just ended up grabbing it and like clicking it back in, and then quickly washing my hands afterwards, because anything near trash, and you'd want to wash your hands after handling with. And yeah, afterwards I was like, okay, I better record my video now. So here it is. I would say today was a fairly good day. I didn't get to the Verizon customer support like I said I would last video. I probably should do that tomorrow morning. Will I? Will I not? I guess we'll just have to wait and find out. Overall, it was a very communal day. It was a very family-centered day. I loved the weather today. The weather was really good. Very cool, very crisp. Fall is finally here, and I couldn't be happier. And, yeah. So that's pretty much all there is to say for now. I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody, and have yourselves a fantastic day. Good night.